right, last one. Raise your hands for Jalen. We'll start with Ryan over here.
What's up, Jalen?
What's up?
Big game on Saturday, but there's also a big day tomorrow. It's Nick Saban's birthday. As a leader of this team, are you getting anything for his birthday? It's a big one coming up.
I think the biggest gift he wants is a win this week. we all know that. Yeah, we all know that in the locker room. But we all definitely gonna tell him happy birthday. He can old, but he still act young. That's the funny part. You know, he do everything young, and then he a lot of fun though.
Right here with Charlie.
Hey Jalen, just what kind of progress have you seen from Kendrick Law, and what kind of weapon is he for your guys' offense?
I think Kendrick Law has great practice habits, and we all see that as an offense, how well he practices, and that allows him to, be more effective in the game plan for every week. And he's a great player, practices very hard, great mindset, and he's also a team player. So I think Kendrick is making great strides throughout the weeks, and he's going to be a key resource for us moving forward.
With all this talk about LSU's offense, how much does it personally motivate you and you guys to show how good that your offense can be?
Yeah, LSU has a great offense, and they're doing a lot of great stuff. Jaden Daniels doing a great job leading those guys, and being efficient as a passer. For as far as the offensive standpoint, we have to prepare very hard for their defense because they have a great defense, and they play very physical. They master their game plan every single week, and we have a great challenge in front of us. So the biggest thing we have to do is approach today and attack it today, and prepare as much as possible because we have a great opponent coming to us in Tuscaloosa.
Jalen, we haven't seen you laugh until after it was the cigar game against Tennessee, and a couple of the people on the radio and TV kind of commented about your distinct laugh. I didn't know we've had Mac Jones kind of get some stuff on that. Did your teammates ever kind of bring up that, or do they catch you laughing a lot, or is that a thing?
Well, it all started when I was younger. Like my mom always talked about my laugh. Like my laugh makes other people laugh, and I didn't really know what she meant by that until I got older. And she always mentioned something about my laugh. It was just so infectious. But that moment after the game, that right there, that would probably had been one of the funniest moments on the field. So, yeah, I always remember that moment because that was pretty funny.
Jalen, Coach Saban talked about the importance of getting away during the bye weekend. Did you do anything off the field, go to a movie, go to dinner, do anything interesting or fun off the field to get away from football?
Grind don't stop. We in the season. The grind don't stop. I'm still trying to improve, get better. So I took the bye week as a chance to, increase my mental capacity as far as the approaching the game, and as far as the physical standpoint, resting, take care of my body, so I can, really take some big strides this week.
You've kind of been in the wings on the sideline for these LSU matchups in the past when you've been on the team. What have you kind of seen, especially after what happened last year, about how big this game is, the implications it has on the SEC West, things like that?
Great atmosphere going into this game, whether it's a home game, away game, no matter what. The atmosphere is great, and with these games, it takes a lot of challenges, takes a lot of having the right mindset each drive you take on the field. And that's the focus point this week is just really just taking it one play at a time, maximizing the opportunities that we have in front of us because, you're faced with many challenges throughout a game, and maximizing mistakes, maximizing mental errors and little things like that is going to allow us to really make great strides this week against LSU. But to speak about, the matchup, it's going to be a great matchup for us.
Jalen, last week there was some talk or last game there was some talk on the telecast. I think that they said something about your running game, and you said I'm a drop back passer. But we have seen you run. Is that mostly last resort? You don't want to run, or do you enjoy running?
Yeah. So my biggest thing is I want to do everything that calls for the game plan. Really maximizing, mastering what Coach Rees calls, and whether it's passing the ball, whether it's handing the ball off, whether it's running, I try to maximize all opportunities I have on the football field. And it's funny, everyone mentions my running ability and little things like that, but in the offseason all I do is throw. I do zero training when it comes to running. So my intent when I'm on the field is throw the ball, because the ball can get there faster than my legs can on any drive. So, but when it comes to running, if it happens, it happens. But I try to just be a point guard with football.
Yeah, did you get a chance to watch Bryce get that win yesterday, and also a lot of former teammates in that game? And what did you think of it overall?
That was outstanding. Being able to see Bryce operate, while I'm not his teammate anymore, I still had that brother love. So watching him was like my brother playing. So to enjoy a Sunday watching him play, watching him operate against the Texans was great. And to see him get his first win, that really hit home for me. So I'm happy for him. I know he's happy. And so just to just seeing his success this past weekend was great to me.
Left with Kyle.
Hey, Jalen. Appreciate you being here. How has your relationship with Tommy Rees grown since the beginning of the season, this year overall? And then secondly, does it matter that the offensive coordinator is up in the booth, or how do you take that on as a quarterback?
I'll say me and my relationship with Coach Rees is constantly growing. I think the best thing about it is that we have a relationship beyond football. I think that's very key when you have a coach, is that being able to talk football, but also life as well. I think we have a great relationship when it comes to that. But whether it comes to games, I think it really doesn't matter if he's on the field or up in the booth. I think the biggest thing is just having the right feedback when it comes to each play that goes on in the game, and being on the same page when it goes to the game plan and talking things through. But no matter where he's at, I know I'm going to get the right feedback before I get on the field. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which approach you do.
Anything else? Thanks, Jalen.
Hey, Deontay, over here. When the offense can stay on the field and have long drives, just sustained drives, how much does that help a defense?
As long as they can put the ball in the end zone, we're happy with it.
Austin.
Yeah, just ask Coach about it. Jaden Daniels had 95 rushing yards last year. How important is it for you guys as a defense to keep him, in the pocket and not running around?
Yeah, that's going to be a big challenge for us. That's something we need to prep during the week to make sure everyone has their gaps and know who has the quarterback in all situations. And it's a big part of their offense. So we can stop that, or we can do something.
In the middle of Matt.
How much as players are you guys paying attention to the playoff rankings coming out this week?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to it.
Left with Tony.
Kind of going back to Austin's question, you faced a lot of mobile quarterbacks. How much do you think that that's prepared you, or is it different because they're kind of not necessarily in the same build as Jaden?
I wouldn't really say it's different because of what we have to go through at practice or go against with JALEN MILROE. So he's mobile quarterback as well. So that's prep as well.
On the right here with Charlie.
When you look at this offense, Coach Saban was really complimentary of basically everything they do. What jumps out on film they do the best, I guess?
I think when a quarterback runs the ball, it can hurt the defense. Anytime you got a mobile quarterback, it can be a challenge for the defense to stand and get a stop. But I feel like that's what they do best. They run the ball nice. They have some elite receivers outside, and we just gotta be sound and disciplined.
Against Tennessee, the crowd was incredible.
Yeah.
How big do you need that again this
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah, we love that. That's always give us great energy, and salute to them.
Just with the hype around LSU's offense, how much does it excite you guys as a defense for the challenge to go up against them?
Oh yeah, we're definitely excited. We know the challenge that we have in front of us, and we just gotta practice the right way so we can execute our job on Saturday.
On the left with Joe.
Deontay, Coach Saban talked about the importance of getting away on the bye week. So how did you spend your bye weekend?
I actually stayed in Tuscaloosa, just chilled out and try to rest and recover as much as I can.
Coach Saban also talked about he wanted y'all to enjoy the time off, but then come back, focus and ready to go because of the challenge against LSU. How much have you already seen that, or will it be something you see at practice today if guys are kind of ready to go for this week? Or is it something y'all already know that y'all were talking about LSU last week too?
Yeah, that was a big focus last week during the bye week. We try to just stay up energy and just keep that mental intensity and that'll carry on to this week.
How big was the bye week in getting healthy this week?
Yeah, it was definitely great. Just time to reset. We know we got a long stretch coming ahead, so just get everyone right.
You said you stayed here. How many of the guys stayed in Tuscaloosa?
I'm not sure on that. I know there's a couple of guys that I hung out with, just chilling, but I don't really know too many.
With how last season went, just how easy is it to get up for this game and guys being motivated?
I think we were motivated for every game. In the off season, we try to make sure we circle the calendar, the whole schedule. So it's just another opportunity to show who we are.
Thanks, John.
Thank y'all.